Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call Wise Man Lawyers. Don't face that court alone. Let the Wise Man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving? Do the wise thing. Call the Wise Man team at Wise Man Lawyers.
Alright, today I was at Brisbane Magistrates Court. Client was charged with high range drink driving, reading at .214. So that's obviously more than 4 times the legal limit. She was also involved in a collision. It wasn't a 3-car pile-up or anything like that, but she did strike a parked vehicle. So high range drink driving, .214 with collision. Worst case scenario is a lifetime loss of licence. Mandatory minimum when you hit high range is which is .15 is 6 months, but obviously with a starting point of .15 as 6 months being best case scenario, if you're .214 with collision, you're not going to get the mandatory minimum. If you go there with a lawyer that doesn't specialise or by yourself, I have seen people get not much change out of 2 years for these types of readings and with a collision. I always advise clients when they're .2 and above, even without a collision, that if I can get it under 12 months, it's a very good outcome. And obviously having a collision does make it difficult to get it under 12 months. So basically going in, my job was to get this thing down as low as possible. As I said, worst case 12 months. Technically the best case was 6 months, but a realistic good outcome is 12 months or below. More to it though, given that she's a university student. I won't talk about what profession she's studying, but she is halfway through a degree that will require application for admission into a particular professional body upon graduation. One of the things that they look at is criminal history, and that can, depending on the body, encompass traffic history. So as much as my job was to get this thing down as low as possible, it was also that of trying to get no conviction recorded. But I suppose in the mind of the client, given she was a full-time student, the licence was less of a concern, and the key concern for her was the non-recording of a conviction. Basically, as a part of preparing, as I do with all my clients, I got her to attend a reformatory course, exposing her to what could very well have happened on the day in question if it didn't end as well as it did. I drafted an affidavit up for her to sign, talking about what she learned, got her to get some character references based on a template that we provide all of our clients. And when I plan on pushing for no conviction recorded, I don't just go in there and, babble on and say, give us no conviction recorded, because I prepare detailed written submissions of the relevant case law. Because at the end of the day, if you're trying to get a yes out of a magistrate, you've got to take away all the reasons to say no. You make it as easy as you can for the magistrate to feel compelled to give you what you want. As I said, just going in there and asking for it is not the way you get no conviction recorded. It's not the way you get any kind of desirable outcome. You need to give the magistrate the tools that they need to justify making a decision along the lines of the one that you are seeking. So, as I said, I draft detailed written submissions of the relevant case law. There's not a lot of case law out there that says no conviction should be recorded for a high range with collision, but if anyone's going to know it, it's me. I drafted, as I said, submissions of that small amount of case law for the magistrate's consideration. I also obtained documents from the relevant professional organisation to which the client will be seeking admission, which further supported my submission that there would be difficulties moving forward if the conviction was recorded today. Anyway, I'm starting to prattle on now. I'm not going to labour the point, but what I'm getting at is you can't just go to court asking for anything, much less no conviction recorded, with nothing but hot air coming out of your mouth. You need to give documents of substance to the magistrate to assist them in coming to a conclusion that lines up with what you want. Anyway, I met the client at court today, went through my submissions before we went into the courtroom. I don't like clients to see and hear things for the first time as they're happening. Ran through the court procedure, what I was going to say, what the prosecutor was going to say, what the magistrate was likely to say, where you sit, where I sit, etc. We went in, I made my submissions. I did experience some resistance with regard to the recording of the conviction, but as I said, my documentary preparation was that thorough that I didn't have to verbally speak on that point a great deal, because the magistrate was essentially persuaded on the materials that are provided. So what I'm getting at is I was successful in persuading the magistrate to not record a conviction, notwithstanding the fact that it was high range, .214 with a collision. With regard to disqualification, as I said, worst case is lifetime loss of licence. Technically, the minimum when you hit .15 is 6 months, but that was never going to happen today. As I said to the client going in, if I can get it under 12, that's a very good outcome. I did try to push the magistrate for somewhere closer to the 10 to 12 month mark, but at the end of the day, she wasn't going to go any lower than 12. But the short version is I was successful in persuading the magistrate not to give any more than 12. So in summary, no conviction recorded. On that point alone, the client's extremely relieved. 12-month disqualification, modest fine. I'm Andrew Wiseman. Thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Andrew Wiseman from Wiseman Lawyers, Queensland's only truly dedicated drug, alcohol and traffic offence law firm. If you face loss of licence, loss of vehicle imprisonment or anything in between at any court in Queensland, we can and will help you today. This is our specialty. This is all we do. Give us a call, 1300 947 352. I look forward to helping you resolve your issue today.
Don't face that court alone. Let the wise man team get you back on the road. Does your license need saving?